The UBERMACHT NIOBE came out with the GTN line update, and it's pretty much based off the BMW i8. Now, looking at the car, I've seen certain things where we have a daytime running light and we have a dedicated headlight, of course. As you can see, the engine's on, headlight's off. That little stripe underneath the lights there, it's actually a daytime running light, so you can tell when the car is on and just so now we're going to turn the headlights on. For some reason I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely props to Rockstar for adding that extra detail. So looking at the car, and I've seen tons of i8s in real life, convertibles, coupes, and they got it pretty right. Even the little engine model here is perfect. Engine is very accurate for what the i8 would have. Interior looks very similar. So somebody definitely took their time on this one. It's not rushed. So let's get a look at the customization available and get into that. Now, of course, the reason why we are in the LS car meet is because of the HSW performance upgrade that's available. This car is fast enough without it, but to be competitive, of course, you're gonna need the HSW. But the badge does kind of stick out a little bit, as like it needs to be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. Now we're gonna do max brakes, max everything mechanically. Nice. I do like the options available. I've seen most i8s that I've seen with customizations on it pretty much have these mods that I would have in GTA. I just didn't have any photos. I just couldn't take my phone out in time to see the pictures in clear detail. So I don't have any proof for you guys, and I'm not gonna go on the internet and look. But these mods have existed before. Now, exhaust. Very weird, but you cannot hear an i8 exhaust. They are hybrid, so it seems odd to me to have the exhaust showing. So we're just gonna leave it. And it does split fire already, so it makes no sense to me to add that. Tons of grill options here. I do like the race grill. That looks somewhat like a M8 competition. It's just black. So, yeah, but there's nothing behind that, so let's just see. We're just gonna put it anyway, just because it looks good. Hood. Solid options for the hood. I didn't end up choosing any though. Should we modify the headlights on this? Maybe orange, the orange mobile. That's extra 50,000 for me. Hopefully, guys, it's cheaper for you. So liveries, not too bad. Wow, this looks nice. And please have the livery with the open mind of customization. Don't look at the car in front of you and shoot the livery down by saying, "Oh, that's an ugly livery." Mine is orange. Most designs don't go well with this color. So we're gonna do our channel plate, exempt tag, and then see secondary color. Nice. We do control that trim section on the car. Perfect. So I'm gonna put it in blue. So we're kind of going for like a golf livery setup on there, but it's gonna be like inverted. Instead of orange and blue, and it's gonna be, instead of blue and orange, it's gonna be orange and blue. That seems about right. Surf blue. Nice. Now I'm gonna try to make the interior the same color to match the trim, because it's so little of it. I think I could get away with the odd interior color. Now, if only we could customize the brake color on this car. And that's one thing I hope they get right for GTA, they have a system, GTA 6 of course, not GTA 5, have the option to customize vehicles' brakes or certain parts on the vehicles that can make your vehicle stand out in a unique crowd. So let's go to the most generic part of the car, these skirts. And I'm a big fan of not putting on any skirts. That's just something you just don't look at. Even on cars that I customize just to bring to car shows, I think I've gotten away with not putting on skirts. They just literally don't matter. But the wing, okay. Oh, this one is the best one in my opinion because it blends in, it matches the body structure. But the race wing, and of course you guys do know that downforce is a really big contributing factor to how your car moves on this when you're driving it, how it behaves. It's just not the smaller the wing, the less downforce you have, the bigger the wing, more downforce. But that's a video for another time. So turbo 3. Now this is a part where I'll skip forward just to save you guys time. I ended up going with some nice chrome wheels for like $60,000. Not too bad. Definitely not cheap. So, but I think this looks good enough. I wish I could change the brake color, but that should be fine. Light smoke. And that's pretty much it. Now, in terms of customization, I've driven the car before HSW customization, and now I'm driving it afterwards. The car drives phenomenal. I would say, before I forget this thought, the car drives similar to the Buffalo EVX, but with just a little bit more handling. Because it is a sports car and not a muscle car like the EVX is, of course it would have a more of a capability to handle corners. So that's pretty much it. The Buffalo EVX has a good standing in my book, and this has an even better one. So tons of speed here, and I'm gonna see if I could just drive recklessly and see how the car would handle that. So because in a GTA race, your main objective is to win and try to drive as quick as possible. No regards for speed and how to take a corner sometimes, right? So the car is pretty swift. I almost hit that curb. Not the curb, the barricade. So yeah, the car is pretty reactive, especially at high speed. I'm just trying to break the tail loose there, but I think this is four-wheel drive, so you're not gonna break the tail in the manner that you think you could. Maybe if you throw it into so maybe if you throw the car into like a corner, and then at the right time you hit the gas, you can pull yourself out or recorrect. But that's for the special type of GTA racer. They know what I'm talking about. So we're on the highway now, and the speed is still there. It's almost like it's the fastest vehicle, but I can tell you it's not. You guys might think, oh, it's definitely the fastest. No, it's not. This feels on pace with a Figaro ZX, but not faster than a GTO Stinger. So it's definitely third or maybe fourth. Nonetheless, for the price, not too bad. And the SC1, which is, I guess, Rockstar's first attempt at this car, was never gonna be able to do the things that this was gonna do. So I'm glad they did take let's get that car there. I'm glad they took another shot at this vehicle. Now, of course, this is a GTA 6 car. They're just bringing it over. They're working smarter, not harder. Let's see if we could get the tail to do what I was mentioning earlier in a drift. See? Perfect. I just did it. So yes, It kicked the tail out, and the front end corrected the rear end. Oh, that was my bad. I was just lost in my thoughts here. Let's try again. Kick. Not too much of a pronunciation there, but yes, you could see it. Now that's pretty much it for the video. I looked in the interior, customized the car. Perfect score. This is a nice car to have. And as I said, drives like an EVX. EVX is a good standing in my book. I would recommend buying it. It is kind of pricey, but we're paying 1.5 upwards for a minivan. You can't expect a sports car to be any cheaper. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.